Hey everybody, Slanging with Mr. Cooper here. I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, Mr. Cooper, how do you throw a knife? Well, you know what? Enough of you have asked, I think it's time that I share. So, I'm going to teach you how to throw a competition full spin throw. I'm going to use this knife, the Timberwolf. Got it off of Bud K Knives. Go check them out, they rock. So a competition full spin throw basically means that from a set distance, your knife is going to spin one rotation before sticking into the target. So we're going to cover every step from footing all the way to release and see how it goes. So the first step to learning how to throw a knife is to choose your knife. Today we're going to be working with the Timberwolf. Very good beginner knife. If you've never thrown a knife before and you pick this one up, I feel confident that you'll be able to throw this knife. Now, because we're learning full spin today, we're going to focus on hand grips, foot positioning, and release techniques on specifically full spin. There are about 36 directions you could go on technique for all of these, but we're going to cover the most basic form and function to try to get all of you the best opportunity to get the knife from your hand to the target successfully. First, let's talk hand grip. You kind of want to have a pinch grip going on. It's not a full hammer grip where you grip close-fisted like this, but instead what you want to do is allow your hand to just kind of grip with the two main fingers, thumb and index, and then you bring your other fingers around that. By gripping it this way, this allows you to control the slide from your hand as the knife leaves your hand. It's very important to be able to control this slide because you want to do it the same way every single time in order to maintain accuracy and consistency. When you throw, the knife is going to slide from these fingers off the back of your palm forward. So, the next thing we're going to work on is foot position and distance from the target to where you're going to be throwing. In almost all competition standards, 3 meters is the full spin range. That means you're going to do one spin from the knife leaving your hand to reaching the target. 3 meters in American measurements is a little over 9 feet, but I recommend learning metric for this system because it's going to make you more compatible with all the competitions in the future. For standard throwing position, we're going to start non-dominant foot forward. If you're a right-handed thrower, that means left foot forward. If you're a left-handed thrower, that means right foot forward. I am a right-hand dominant thrower, so I'm going to step left foot forward. Now here on the ground right here, you can see this little peg. This is my 3 meter mark. I recommend setting your distance so that you know every single time how far you are. It's a very common standard practice for competition throwing. I stand just behind my line, not even a half a foot, and I make sure that I'm standing loose and yet comfortable. Not rigid, but knees bent. Imagine, if you would, that you're throwing a baseball. Once you have your foot positioning figured out so that you're comfortable and you don't feel like you're going to fall over, we can start working on our release technique. With our footing aligned, left foot forward, just behind our foot marker for 3 meters. Take aim by using the tip of your knife to point directly at what you want to hit. This is going to be your release point. When you bring your knife back, you return to your release point. And this is where you're going to allow the knife to slide from your hand in one fluid motion. Things to keep in mind. If you're releasing your knife and your knife is consistently hitting the target low and then falling out, what you need to do is take a very small step backwards. This will allow your knife more opportunity to rotate, and instead of hitting low, it's going to have more chance to bring down the tip and land in the target. On the opposite side of this, if your knife is hitting too far forward and is then bouncing off the target, you need to step a little closer, which will then bring your handle down and prevent the rotation from going too far. The whole time you're adjusting your distance to the target, maintain hand grip and arm positioning the exact same every single time. By keeping your hand and arm movement the same every single time, you can assure yourself that only your distance is going to change and will allow you to really tone in your accuracy. Pro tip: if you're using 3 knives or more into one target, you're going to run the risk of collision of knives, which then creates burrs on your handles, which will cut you, and it hurts. So I recommend having a small file on hand of any kind that will allow you to remove those burrs from the edges to prevent any more cuts of your fingers. I cut myself constantly on these kinds of things. Whenever I throw into the same target, it never fails. I hurt myself. That's why it's highly recommended to have the same amount of targets as you have knives. A knife per target is usually very helpful, or at the very least, 2 knives to a target at the most, so you know you're not going to smack them into each other. It really sucks to have all the burrs go into your finger, and nothing hurts worse than a good metal splinter. So, highly recommend having some kind of small file on hand that you can use to remove any burrs that you might have. Pro tip number 2. I recommend an end grain target for what you're throwing at. Plywood doesn't really stick very well, and 2x4s and stuff work fine on the side grain, but you're still going to run into a lot of wear and tear very, very quickly. Now, if you use a log round cut so that it fits like I use in all my videos, you're going to get a lot of usage out of it, significantly more than you'll get out of most 4x4 targets or lumber targets of any kind, really. I highly recommend going with log round end grain targets. They're the best in my opinion, and they will give you the most opportunity for the least amount of money. Especially for beginners, they're a great way to go. If you have a recycling plant nearby, you can go check them out. They oftentimes have very large piles of wood in there. You can usually grab one, take it home, cut it up, and they work great. So, 2 pro tips for you. Hope they help.